that's neither here nor there. This is Music Scene Investigations Hit List, and we got a lot going on this week. I really am going to apologize straight off the top of my head for the video issues we had here. And all that aside, it's our first video hit list. From now on, I got to let you know that you'll be able to catch us live on video every second Wednesday of the month instead of live on the radio. You'll still be able to hear us on the radio. It just won't be live. You'll have to go to the live video, to actually check us out live during the hit list. So it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. And you can't combine those two like you can real fun or anything. So that's just the way that goes. We have our panelists joining me here today. All three of them are indeed here. Over in London, England, Mr. Ian Husbands. Ian, hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm good, Richard. How are you?
I'm doing all right. All things considered, it's been a little rocky today, but, you know, it's the way it is.
Awesome. Do you like my new T-shirt? I've got a new T-shirt just for the first video.
Just for the first video?
Of Hit List, that is.
Oh, I was going to say, what do? Take it off, change shirts in the middle of songs, or what?
No. You got me lower third in the way. They can't see it. There you go.
Yeah, we've got it cured now, so everything should be good. Looks nice.
The band don't pay for coffee. It's a motto every band should have.
Now, the question, though, is that indeed the truth? Does the band get free coffee, or do they actually, in some cases, have to pay?
The reason I've had this made is because at one of the venues where we play, we do indeed get free coffee, but they seem to have different bar staff quite a bit, and the bar staff don't know. So one of them suggested I had the T-shirt made, and here it is.
And they actually pay attention to this T-shirt that you wear.
Well, the hope is that I can go into any venue, say I'm with the band, and then I don't pay for coffee.
How's that working for you so far?
I've only just got the T-shirt, so I'll let you know.
Okay, well, keep me updated on that. I'm really interested, and I'm sure everybody out in the audience is interested to see how that's going to work out for you. Honestly, I'm going to take bets. I'm going to set up a pool. If you're interested in getting in on it, rich@icweekly.net. Send me an email. Send me a thumbs up, thumbs down. How many times out of 100 you think Ian will be turned down for free coffee because of that T-shirt over the next month? And then the next hit list, we'll do a tally, and whoever comes the closest will get a prize. I haven't figured out what that prize is yet, but we'll figure something out. It'll be interesting. You up for that, Ian?
We can give it a shot. I think 100 times might be a bit too much in a month, but
yeah,
let's bring it down to 20.
All right, we'll bring it down to 20. Your number, pick a number out of 20 of how many times Ian will get turned down for free coffee. Now, of course, Ian, you have to wear that T-shirt now.
Well, I might have to get another one. It could get a bit smelly otherwise.
Yeah, well.
And, of course, you're going to have to carry the burden of going to venue after venue and listening to live music and mixing and mashing with people.
And that's
well, I mean, hopefully I'll be playing, so it should be all right.
And that's good. That's always good. That was our good friend, Mr. Tom Chianti in New York City. Tom, welcome. I hear you've got some good news for us.
Yes, I'm just looking. My light is all...
It looks like the light of heaven coming through the window there on you.
Yeah, I've just adjusted it a little bit. Hopefully I won't be so awash. Oh, I look much more dramatic.
So, Tom, what you're saying, Tom, wait, what you're saying is the light of heaven is a little too harsh for you?
No, the light of heaven shines heavily upon my huge, hard body.
Okay. We'll go with that, too, I suppose. All right. So how you doing, Tom? Tell me about your good news.
I finally, after a whole summer of trying to get new boards, new systems, I just said, screw it, went back to my old board. Welcome back, the DM3200. I have it hooked up, so now it works with all my DAWs. The faders work. I can move a fader on the board. It moves on the screen. I can switch speakers. I can go from my DAT machine, tape machine, video. I can do anything but fly and say chitty chitty bang bang at the same time.
You wouldn't want to say that anyway, right? I mean, that would be tongue twister kind of thing.
Yes, and I'm telling you, the board sounds really, really good, and I am a lot less stressed because, as you know, this whole summer it's been defective gear after defective gear, and these are just some of this. And when you own a studio, everybody, always looks at all the gear and says, "Ooh, isn't that nice? Oh, I wish I had what you had." Yeah, well, let me tell you, just the upkeep alone will drive a sane man to drink, a drinking man to drugs, a druggie into rehab.
It's a round robin that everybody should live. And
see you when you get back.
And speaking of living, our normal sponsored panelist from the Live to Play Network is here as well. This is the man who makes all the decisions with regards to who wins the hit list, regardless of what Ian and Tom say. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody has an equal say, but we appreciate Bob Lindquist for being with us. Bob, welcome back. Glad to have you with us again. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Rich and Tom and Ian. It's great to be back. And I think one of the things I need to do the next paycheck I get from you, Rich, is to buy a lamp here for this room. It seems kind of dark, but we'll adjust. We'll be fine this time around. How are you guys?
It's kind of moody. It's moody.
If you could just move the mic down so we could see your lovely smile.
Oh, let's see if we can't adjust things here. We'll work on that. Is that better?
Even moving the mic down, you've got more light on your face now.
What a handsome man thou art.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So how you been, Bob? Everything been going well for you over at the Live to Play Network and Sound Pro Live?
It's been keeping us very busy over the summer. And of course, over the summer, as you mentioned earlier, kind of people come and go. So we've been keeping an eye on how many people have been following us. But we're finding more and more, we're doing a lot more with instruments now than we used to. It used to be pretty much strictly pro audio. Now we're not concentrating, but starting to feature more guitar-based content and some things that players and singers and songwriters would find more interesting as well. So we're kind of expanding Live to Play, and with Sound Pro Live, that's a pretty tight-knit group of people, the kind of tech heads that Tom is there, that are really into the gear. So trying to cover those two markets alone is enough to keep us busy. And then we've got Live to Play Worship as well, trying to reach into the worship market the best we can. And we found that to be a very loyal market as well.
Now, let me ask you real quick, on an aside, are you listening to the audio from the video feed, or are you listening to the audio from Skype? And the reason I ask that is because there seems to be a little bit of a delay between us.
I'm listening to whatever's coming out of my computer.
Okay, well, you might want to check and make sure it's the Skype audio as opposed to the Justin TV or Music Scene Investigation playback page, because that lag is kind of odd.
It's just that when you listen to the music, you've got to go back to the computer audio.
Yeah, no, I understand, and that's true. You're right, Tommy. Because when we do play the music for the audience, if you're listening to the audio from the broadcast, it'll be weird. So, just saying. So,
okay, I'll work on that too.
All right. So, Bob, back to you and things that you're doing, things that you have going on from a Live to Play perspective. I know that the summer has been a busy time for Live to Play Network. There's been a lot going on. In fact, we had Andrea with us here recently. In fact, she has a pupil of hers, which is appearing on America's Got Talent, apparently. You don't have any pupils on America's Got Talent or anything, do you?
Not that I'm aware of, but I know that Andrea is a fantastic teacher. I figure if I hide my mouth behind the mic here, you won't notice the sync difference. But I know Andrea is a fantastic teacher, and that doesn't surprise me at all that she's got someone that's reached that level.
Now, so with the summer being what it is, with it being as busy as it has been, I'm sure that everybody over at the Live to Play Network has had their hands full with more to do than they can shake a stick at. Is that indeed the case?
Always. Yes, definitely. I mean, there's always new gear coming in. We've always got people asking us to review things. As I've mentioned to you guys before, over the summertime, my little summer part-time job is going out and DJing wedding receptions. And I do that primarily because it gives me a perfect opportunity to do some real-world on-the-road testing of gear. And, that keeps us busy, as well as I know Bill is very involved with doing a lot of stuff on the pro end as well. And Jake Kelly has been doing a lot of the guitar-based, as I mentioned, the musical instrument stuff. So, yeah, everybody's busy. Everybody's got plenty to do.
Now, you sent me an email with a picture that I fell in love with of a piece of equipment. And I got to ask you about this because I want to know if you're going to be reviewing this. And when you finish with the review, can I have the equipment? It was
sure.
It was a touchscreen mixing console. This thing was badass.
Oh yeah, sure. He's
what
is that? 40,000?
It was only
9,000.
9,000.
It looks like a huge iPad, right?
Yeah, and I think it was only like $9,000.
Yeah, that's become very popular. As a matter of fact, that has remained in the top 10 posts on the Live to Play site. So it's amazing how many DJs have searched for that and found it on via search, found it on the Live to Play site.
Now,
Who makes that?
I want one too. It's very cool.
Now, Tommy asked you who makes that. If you remember off the top of your head, I don't remember off the top of my head, by the way.
I do not remember off the top of my head, but I could certainly find out for you, Tom, and I'll shoot you an email.
Is it Slate?
No, it's not Slate, Tommy. Now, are you guys, do you know, Bob, whether or not you're going to get this piece of equipment in for review? Do you think you have an opportunity to do that?
Not at the present time, Rich, and I think it's only because there's really not that many of them out there yet. That actually was from a year ago, last January, at the NAMM show that we saw that. So I haven't heard too much about it since, but and last I had heard that it was kind of a prototype thing. But there are some out there, and I know they're showing up in some of the larger clubs.
Well, I got to tell you, you guys get a hold of all the goodies over there at the Live to Play Network, and we're certainly glad that you're a sponsor of the Hit List as well, because it gives us an opportunity not only to showcase some of the best in indie music that comes through the MSI labs, but to also provide them with some recognition, not only in the way of promoting their music, but also recognizing their genius through the Hit List prize. So what are you pulling out of the locker for us this time around, Bob?
Well, let's see what we got in here. Looks like this time around we've got one of these Vocal Pro UHF 3200 UHF dual channel wireless microphone systems. I will hold it up so you can see it.
A UHF 32. Now, we've had those, I believe, in the past. A great piece of gear. I remember reading the tech specs on it. And that's honestly a very cool piece of gear to get.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, it's interesting. Vocal Pro is a smaller company known a lot for their karaoke products, but because of the technologies they've used in that, I found a lot of these products translate very well into the live musician sort of atmosphere. I've used them on the road myself quite a few times and have found that the wireless systems that they provide work quite well, and the microphones are high quality.
Well, we definitely appreciate Vocal Pro for providing that equipment as well, and you at Live to Play Network and Sound Pro Live as well for sponsoring the broadcast. And, of course, we want to make sure we thank all the musicians who submit their music to MSI as well. Making it through the lab is no mean feat. It's something that, Tommy and Ian can both attest to. It takes a lot of talent and a lot of work to make that happen. So thank you all very much. Now, I guess we need to get to what we're here for. We've got 4 tracks to take a listen to from last month, the month of August, that are up for the hit list this time around, guys. The first track we're going to listen to today is the song of the week from the week of August 4th, 2013. And that group, in this particular case, was Chadwick Station and their track Waiting for a Sunny Day. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and play Waiting for a Sunny Day, and everybody out there will get a chance to hear it again. Ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, here we go. This is Chadwick Station's Waiting for a Sunny Day on today's hit list.
Wipe the morning from my eyes, and as I take a look outside, I stare inside my coffee cup, contemplating giving up. Large clouds of dark clouds chase blue skies away. I'm just waiting for a sunny day. In my room and hope that maybe someday soon I'll venture just outside my door and find the world I lost before. These large clouds of dark clouds chase blue skies away. I'm just dreaming of a sunny day. Left of me and throw it at what ought to be when large clouds of dark clouds chase blue skies away. I'll just make my home a sunny day. A sunny day. Waiting for a sunny
Chadwick Station, Waiting for a Sunny Day is the first song on the hit list today. And we're going to go around and talk to everybody, find out what they thought about this song after hearing it again. And let's start with Tom today. Tom, Chadwick Station to you, my friend. What do you remember about it? What do you especially like about it?
Well, I remember I liked this very much when we first heard it. I still like it. It is so close to being in its ideal form. I say so close because I think that it you know, and I hate to say it, it just sounds a little dated, but really it is just done so well. I mean, the backgrounds, the vocals, the mix, there's a few minor issues and stuff. I've heard records that don't sound half as good. I really liked it.
All right, cool. Thanks, Tommy. And Bob, your take on this? I'm thinking that you've heard it at least once. So what do you think about it?
Actually, I didn't get to hear it all the way through. I had trouble getting it started, but I did listen to it earlier. And I agree with Tom on it. I mean, it's bright. It's very much alive. It's a fun song. Excellent hook. It's very commercial. And, I think, as Tom said, it's very much a very well done package. And aside from sounding a little dated, I'd almost call it very authentic retro. It sounds like a very authentic 60s tune. Redone in a very contemporary fashion.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Very cool. And over to Ian and his thoughts. Ian.
Again, I echo what the guys said. It's upbeat, it's happy, it's grooving. It's a real summer vibe song. Good hook. I love the jangly guitars. Just a great song, really. Mix could do with some refinement here and there, but otherwise it's top.
All right. Well, there you have it. Short and sweet all around. That was Chadwick Station, Waiting for a Sunny Day. Next up, something with a little bit of a different vibe to it. I hope you guys will remember back on the 11th of August when we heard Man on Earth and their track called Bombs Around Me. Well, if you don't, let's take a listen to it right now. This is Bombs Around Me from Man on Earth. Hope you enjoy this one, everyone.
Help
Bombs Around Me. Man on Earth is the group that put together that track, and congratulations to them on being selected Song of the Week for the 11th of August, 2013. Let's go over to the guys and find out their thoughts on this one. We'll start with Ian this time around. Ian, Bombs Around Me, my friend.
I love this track as well. I mean, some great dynamics in there. I think that the mix is a bit squashed as a whole, but I mean, overall, the use of instrumentation, that kick into the chorus, strong hook, great voice, good sounds. Again, mix could do with some tweaking, but I think we find that a lot across these shows. Otherwise, it's a great track, and you know, I don't know why this band aren't making more waves than they are already.
All right, very mainstream sound to them then, huh?
I wouldn't say it was mainstream as such, but it's certainly got a place in the market. I think it's, you know, you could hear this on the radio.
All right, nice to hear. And over to you, Bob. What are your thoughts on Man on Earth?
Very commercial. I think it's, again, a nice hard driving rocker. It's the kind of thing that I could envision hearing on the radio. I think that group's got, I don't know what other kind of things they've done, but they've definitely got a very good sound. I like what they're doing with the instrumentation, especially toward the end there. And I found it consistently interesting all the way through. I think it was a great song, and as Ian said, the dynamics in it really make it pop.
All right, and from Mr. Chianti, your thoughts, sir?
Well, you know, I agree with pretty much everything everybody said. I think everything is there. The production is there. The sounds are there. My only problem, and I'm being very picky, this could be made a lot more current if it was just drier on the lead vocal, a little bit less effects all the way around. Bring the snare down in the verse. It sits fine with the music instruments, but it's a little distracting when the vocal comes in. Other than that, and like I said, I'm being very picky. It's a good mix. It's, you know, obviously outside of those tweaks I mentioned, it's very commercial, and it would take very, very, very little to make it relevant. Not relevant, more current, and I really like the hook, Bombs Around Me, you know.
All right, very cool. I appreciate that. So what are you guys thinking of the first hit list videos so far today?
It's just like being on a Sunday, but on a Wednesday.
And Bob, how about you? You pretty comfortable with this? You getting more comfortable as we go along?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I got my computer working here, and so it's playing the songs when you introduce them. That helps a lot, too. So
it makes a big difference, that's for sure.
It's nice to be able to see you, Bob.
Say what?
It's nice to be able to see you.
It's nice to be able to see you guys. I had no idea. I'd seen pictures of Rich before, but I'd never seen you guys before. So,
you know, I'm still ugly as ever. That's why I like radio so much. So. You know, what
and it likes you, Rich. It likes you so much that it just wants your voice.
It keeps me ugly. There's nothing you can do to fix this face, that's for sure. All right, speaking of fixing things, why don't we go on to the next song, because that's the only thing that's going to fix me messing this one up. It's a change of pace, of course. We've got to do that from the 18th of August and the MSI that aired on that date. This is a group called The Servers and their track Exotic. Certainly hope you enjoyed, everyone. Again, Exotic by The Servers.
See me walking, talking like I'm just your ordinary Joe. Got a vision, gotta get it, spit it like it's all I know. It's just like a singer's got me twisted till I just unload. What I got inside is so contagious, you just gotta know. Little dreams don't agree with me to fold the little leaves. If I took that route, I'd be so empty like a cavity. Eating me inside, chew me up like I'm a trident. Don't believe
see me think I'm lying, make me take a lie test. Walk me fast, cause you got nothing on me, you just wrong. Treat me like an outcast, okay, I've been down that road. I'm impervious to anything that you could ever throw. Got experience, that's why I gotta get going. We gon' make it blaze. We gonna turn it up and take it to another place. Hit the throttle on it and just send you out of space. Like Maserati, Bugatti, Ferrari. It's time to get exotic. It's time to get exotic. Make it blaze. We gonna turn it up and take it to another stage. Hit the throttle on it and just send you out of space. Like Maserati, Bugatti, Ferrari. It's time to get exotic. It's time to get exotic.
Word. Yeah, I'm about to go exotic on this one. It's your boy D McQueen. It's them service, baby. Okay, alright. I've been at this for a minute. Waited out for a minute. Okay. My curtain call is coming. I'm showing out in a minute. I need a time and pace. I'm a time pace, so watch me. Not a product of this industry. I got my own, now watch me. See, business is my motto. Honesty's my motto. I'm making plans and shaking hands. I keep it old school like lottos. I'm Frankenstein my dreams, but I had to ask the king. He resurrect, now I got next and I'm buying up everything. That's word. You hear them footsteps, that Godzilla tank. I get this money, help my folks, they call that Philip Banks. Hold me down, see I'm on my different strokes. I see them haters on the side and they take me.
We gon' make it blaze. We gonna turn it up and take it to another place. Hit the throttle on it and just send you out of space. Like Maserati, Bugatti, Ferrari. It's time to get exotic. It's time to get exotic. Make it blaze. We gonna turn it up and take it to another stage. Hit the throttle on it and just send you out of space. Like Maserati, Bugatti, Ferrari. It's time to get exotic. It's time to get exotic. I live inside this world of dreams, believing what I'm seeing, reading faces of so many racing, chasing what we've never tasted, living without breathing, even sleeping when we wide awake. What keeps us going when what's close is yet so far away? Gotta keep on living your dreams, doing everything that you want inside, eliminating everyone hating while you elevate your head up high. Seeing everything, let it all bring what it all means, getting that peace of mind. When you're climbing, keep it rising, cause you're almost at that finish line. Almost at that finish line. So keep it on the rise. It's time to touch the sky. We gon' make it blaze. We gonna turn it up and take it to another place. Hit the throttle on it and just send you out of space. Like Maserati, Bugatti, Ferrari. It's time to get exotic. It's time to get exotic. Make it blaze. We gonna turn it up and take it to another stage. Hit the throttle on it and just send you out of space. Like Maserati, Bugatti, Ferrari. It's time to get exotic. It's time to get exotic.
The Servers with their track Exotic on Hit List. And if you're out there watching the show, join us in the chat room. They're having a hell of a time talking about Viagra. I have no idea where it came from, but it makes for good conversation, apparently.
It came from Mark. He's our supplier.
Rich, actually, Viagra stops here once a month and draws blood for the main source.
I didn't need to hear that at all. Bob, please save me from Tommy and tell me what you think about the Savers.
Well, you know, I liked the beginning of it, but it went on. It was kind of like, is this song going to go anywhere or not? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I think the rap section in it was kind of nice. It was very understandable. I didn't have any problem with the lyrics or anything, and I liked the general rhythm to it. It just seemed like it was going on forever. Yeah, I expected something to happen, and I didn't hear it.
All right, makes perfect sense. Tommy, I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself and tell us what you thought about the Savers.
Well, this is done very well. So well that it opens up the idea area of what could be going on and what could, then needs more ad-libs. When that chorus comes in, I want to hear, the hook comes in, I want to hear a bunch of guys shouting with some answer backs. production is redundant. It's just A, B, A, B, A, B, you know. But it's mixed very well. Again, the lyrics, it's got an interesting story behind it. It's got a lot going for it. But, you know, like on a scale of 10, it would get like an 8.999. Just get a couple more guys giving it their all vocally, add you know, some more ad-libs, pump up the energy. The energy is there, but it just stays at a level. It doesn't rise. So, great work. Needs to be a little bit better.
Now, Carol out in the chat room says, Tommy, here's things we don't. And Ian, of course, comes back and says, go ahead, Ian.
He also sees dead people.
Here you go.
I see you, Ian.
And keeping it, I mean, we could keep that in line with the Viagra part.
And
you know, Tom loves a good stiff.
Yeah, with regards...
That British wit.
With regards to the Savers and their track Exotic, Ian.
I thought it was the Servers.
The Servers, yeah, I'm sorry, the Servers. I did that when they were on the show back in August as well.
Well, you know, yeah, really great production. There's some really great performances going on. Love the mix, love the sonic palette, but it needs rearranging. It does get boring, it does get repetitive. I want to hear some strong female vocals in there, sort of backing up that chorus. I want to hear some breakdowns and a bit of movement just to sort of break the monotony, because, you know, everything is great until you get to a point where it doesn't actually go anywhere besides sort of that verse chorus style structure. So, yeah, it's a shame. It lets the track down in a lot of ways, but overall, it is good, very well done.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, Ian. Thank you very much for your thoughts as well. And I just had to get a jab back in the chat room there. So, I'm sorry. That's why my video took a while to come back on. I have one more track to listen to, gentlemen, and I certainly hope you're up for it. This is a track from a group called Newbridge, and it's called So Many Times, and it was selected as the hit list winner in the 25th of August when Mark Lamdansky from Butterflies Radio was a panelist on the show. So let's go ahead and take a listen to it. It is, again, So Many Times by Newbridge on MSI Hit List.
Myself in what I love. So many times it seemed that all my passion was gone. And I lost the sense of where I was going. Couldn't feel my feet on the soil that fed me. Couldn't stop to compare, stop seeing people as better than me. Could only see what I couldn't do. Could receive any inspiration for my own creation. Could receive any inspiration for my own beautiful creation. But you must go on and on and on and on. Doesn't matter if you broke your own heart down. Doesn't matter if your face right now broken down. Fight to let yourself know that you can let go. Until then you must go on and on. You cannot stop because of feeling left alone. You have to look for your strength and confidence. Until then you must go on and on and on and on. Myself under pressure. that my reached aims proved my passion. And I've put my lack of confidence, into the hands of another person. But when she left, I stood there. Still couldn't trust in myself, hold on to myself, give myself time and the patience that it needed. Get my joy back in letting go. Enjoy so cool creations as an inspiration, receiving them with joy for my own beautiful creation. But you must go on and on and on and on. Doesn't matter if you broke your own heart down. Doesn't matter if your face right now broken down. Try to let yourself know that you can let go. Until then you must go on and on. You cannot stop because of feeling left alone. You have to look for your own strength and confidence. Until you find them, you must go on and on and on. Set your mind free, trust in your ability. Don't let yourself hang out, take responsibility. Treat yourself as you wish people with you, with all the respect and acknowledge you can do it. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. You can do it. You can do.
That's New Bridge. The name of the song so many times on the hit list for the month of September. Going to go out to the panel right now and starting with Bob. Get everyone's take on it. Bob, I saw you dancing in the background, I think, there. How'd you like that one?
Set your mind free. Set your mind free. You can, I mean, that's such a very positive song. I love that song. I mean, the voice in it is excellent. I thought the production was very nice. The instrumentation, those lush harmonies in the background, found it extremely commercial. And maybe it's just the 70s Motown in me, but it just really has that real nice, soulful summer feel that really makes it a great commercial-sounding song.
All right, over to Tom Chianti and getting his thoughts on this one. Tom, what do you think of New Bridge?
I love it. That is an amazing vocal performance. She sings. We did confirm it was a female vocalist. I remember there was some question. She just, it's effortless and yet so much energy put into it. And the backgrounds, everything's arranged really nice. I really like it. It could, I mean, I heard a few flubs on the guitar here and there, but I mean, hey, I'm not perfect, so why should anybody else be?
All right. Well, that's good to hear, Tom. I was beginning to wonder. Over to Ian. Ian, what do you think of New Bridge again?
Yeah, again, I mean, there's always room for improvements, but I mean, this girl's voice just carries the song anyway. You kind of sort of don't really listen much to the background once you've locked onto her voice. And, she carries it so well. I would like to hear her fly a bit more. I think I said this in the show. I'd like to hear her really push and really go for it. But, I'm happy to listen to her jazzy, laid-back tones as well. So she has got a great voice. Overall, the song was quite cool. Not really my bag, but I would see myself listening to that again, even though it's not the sort of stuff I'd normally listen to.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Recapping the items we had to listen to on today's hit list, Chadwick Station, their track, Waiting for a Sunny Day, followed that by Man on Earth with Bombs Around Me, and then with The Servers and their track Exotic, finally New Bridge, and the track called So Many Times. So, gentlemen, over to you we go as the panel for the hit list. You need to select a band of the month. So I'm going to turn it over to you to let you do the honors.
Well, you know,
Wow, these shows are getting hard.
I was going to say that at the first two songs, but after hearing that fourth song again, I got to go with number 4, and it's a real easy choice. It is as far as what needs to be corrected, and I mean, it's such a strong vocal performance, and it just grooves, and you can dance to it, you can do, you can drive to it, you can sit out on a starry night. It's an all-around happy track, positive, and production-wise, it's spot on. Like I said, I heard the guitarist and vocalist clash once. I heard the guitar flub twice. And that's how clean the track is. It's just done and mixed so well that I can pick out a total of 3 tonal mistakes, and they don't bother me at all.
All right, so that would be for Newbridge then from Tom. Over to Ian and Bob. What do you guys think?
I'm going to jump in because as much as I do appreciate number 4 a lot, I mean, all the tracks here tonight are very, very good. Even the servers, their production level and performance level was great. They just need to work on the arrangement. I mean, number 1, again, it's a happy, bouncy track, and there's a lot going for it. And number 4, she's got a great vocal, but the song that's really caught me tonight, I think, is probably the most commercial, and has got the strongest hook, is Man on Earth with Bombs Around Me. So number 2 for me.
All right, Bombs on Earth. Over to you, Bob. You're a deciding vote, I guess, at this point. See what you think, I guess.
Well, I always give it a little grade here. Number 1, I gave a 9.5 to. Number 2, a 9.0. Number 3, an 8.5. And number 4, a 9.5. So I've got a tie between number 1 and 4. So if I have to break the tie, I guess I have to go with number 4.
All right. Any particular reason that you'll choose number 4?
Well, if I choose number 1, we're not gonna have a winner.
We can put it out to our audience,
unless you want to come in and break the tie.
We can put that out to our audience if that's what you want to do.
Oh, we can do that. Okay.
For any chance for a recount.
Well, I have to go with the one that's going to stick in my head the most, and by a very, very slim margin, that's number 4.
All right, so there you have it. It looks like Newbridge and the track So Many Times is going to be our hit list winner, and that's because it sticks out in your mind most prominently. That's the situation, right, Bob?
Well, and when you think about what makes a song commercial, isn't that one of the things that makes a good commercial hit? Is the fact that it's the kind of thing that you walk away and it's stuck in your head. Yeah,
absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more on that. There's no doubt about that. So there you have it. The servers and the other groups, Man on Earth and Chadwick Station, we want to all thank for participating in the hit list. Congratulations, however, goes out to Newbridge, and the track So Many Times being selected as the hit list winner. And before we go, we're going to tell you we're doing it all again next month, all video all the time now. It seems like we will have audio versions available on the website and on iTunes for you to download. But if you're going to do it live, may as well do it live in audio. That's what I think. And Carol, yeah, we'll ask you back. Don't worry about it. Carol's worried. It's all good, though.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's exactly right. She thinks she talks too much. I don't know where she got that idea. Bob, you certainly don't talk too much, and we're always happy to have you with us.
Well, I appreciate it very much, and it's always a pleasure to be here. This was a little different tonight, doing the video, and I did have a few technical issues here, but hopefully I'll have those worked out before the next show we do.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to having you back with us next month on the hit list. And, of course, we certainly hope everybody in the audience will be with us, along with Tom and Ian as well. And don't forget that every Sunday we have our regular MSI Music Scene Investigation program where 3 songs go through the lab to earn the right to make it onto the hit list. And of course, from the hit list, every song that wins is in competition for the Artist of the Year selection and that begins in January. So we're looking forward to that. Voting will start in that sometime, I think, in November. Am I right on that, Ian?
Somewhere around that time. That's when we normally start, isn't it? Around then. So,
I think so.
Should be an interesting competition this year, because this isn't just our selections. This is the first year where it's all hit list winners going through to the finals.
Yep, and the reason I had to confirm the date is because I'm normally moving at that time.
Exactly. We're still waiting for you to drop that bomb on us, Rich. When's that happening?
I don't know. I don't know that it is yet or not, but we'll find out, and I'll let you know if it does. So, but
so I've heard about a move down to Syracuse or something, isn't it?
I don't know what's going to happen. We'll wait and see. So thanks, Tom, as always, buddy, in New York City. I know it's hot there.
It is hot. I just want to console Ian. I mean, number 2 is an amazing track, and I can understand completely why you went for it. Just don't take it too badly that you got edged out. It's nothing personal. You are
all I know,
my best Brit friend.
I was suggesting we went over to the chat because they were already voting, mate, and they were with me on number 2. So, again, I get the people's vote.
All right. Well, we're going to leave it at that and let everybody go from the hit list this time around. Again, second Wednesday of every month, you can join us on the hit list, and every Sunday you can join us on Music Scene Investigation. Do it live. Do it right. Do it at musicsceneinvestigation.com/live. We'll let you go and talk to you again this Sunday for Music Scene Investigation. Have a great one, everyone. Thanks for being with us.
Bye.
Bye.